Hello. Hello, Dr. Nawaz. Welcome.
Nawaz sir, Nawaz sir, you are in mute.
Sorry, sir. Hello, sir.
Audible, it's audible, fine.
Yes, audible. Welcome, Dr. Nawaz, on behalf of ATAL AICT.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. And Pavan, if his time is up, still we have time, right?
Yeah, we have 2 more minutes, sir.
Okay.
We'll start
Fine.
exactly by 2:30.
Okay, we can wait. Let other participants join. Dr. Nawaz,
Yes, sir.
already our participants are almost past 4 days. They are completely stressed. So your stress management should relieve their stress.
Sure, sir. I'll try my level best.
Okay. So um,
Sir, am I audible, sir?
You're audible, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, 2 minutes, sir. Start. Yeah, good afternoon, dear participants. Welcome to session 3 of day 4, ATAL FDP. So here we have Dr. Nawaz Mahammed to give his suggestions on stress management in academics. So before the session, I would like to introduce him to all of you. Dr. Nawaz.
Yes, sir.
No. Dr. Nawaz is Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics at Raghavendra Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research. He has completed his B.Pharm, M.Pharm and PhD from JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysuru. And he has vast research experience. He has many publications in well-reputed international journals, and his research interests are towards tumor-targeted drug delivery and pellet dosage forms. He has a YouTube channel by name Learn with Dr. Nawaz, where he has various videos and lectures on various topics of pharmaceutics. With this brief introduction, I would like to hand over the session to Dr. Nawaz.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Pawan, sir. Yes. Good afternoon.
Sir, you can start, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon, one and all. Actually, my topic is about stress management. The timing and the day, maybe it is causing stress to so many people. So I'll be light on this. Okay. So I'll not be dragging this session for hours together. And this session would be an interactive session because the topic is like for the teachers in higher education institutes. We try to see the specific things where these teachers in higher education institutes are trying to get the stress and how to overcome with it. And there are questions for the audience also. Okay, I want you people to give the answer. There are many people who are dealing their stress with their own way. So we'll try to see this. Okay. Yeah, contents are very small. I'll be introducing to the stress, types of stress, and we are going to see what is the introduction to the stress management. And the last one will be on the questions. Okay, I will be giving the questions to the audience itself. I want audience to answer this so that it will be helpful for others, because I may be dealing one thing in my own way, but I want you to tell what is your way of dealing the particular stressors. We try to see that. Okay, we just start this. So what is stress? So instead of reading out this one, stress is anything which which make you to not cope up with the situation. Okay, if you get any work, suddenly if you get any work, you can't able to cope up with that situation, then you feel stress. It may be anything. Okay, see, it says it's when you feel under pressure, or it's when we don't feel in control, or it's when we are struggling to cope up with the things. So all of the above, this is what the stress is. And also they say stress is a reaction of a people have to excessive pressure or other types of demands placed upon them. So how they react to the excessive pressure. Some people will deal with very easily, but most of the people in higher education, we try to see that. Okay, what are the particular things? Okay, it arises when they worry that they can't cope up with the things. Then they also say stress is a wear and tear our minds and bodies experience as we attempt to cope up with our continually changing environment. So how that mind and body will cope up with the situation. See, whatever we feel as a stress, it may be visible or it may be not visible. Okay, so many things are there. Okay, how a person react to the stress. Yeah, see this one. So people and events don't cause stress. Stress is not caused by the people and events. It's you. It's your reaction to the people and the events which cause the stress. Same event, many people will feel it as a very easy, they can cope up with that event, but some people will feel so much stress for the same event. So there are things how you going to see that events on you. So you allow the stress to happen, you allow things to bother you. It's not other person who is doing that or other things, it's actually you are allowing the stress to happen and bother you. So here some of the signs of stress, we have physical, emotional, and mental signs. So these are the some physical signs, like you get headache, or the main sign what I think is when you feel under stress, the main sign is upset of stomach. Many people have experienced this. Okay, whenever you feel upset of stomach, so remember that you are under stress. Why we are telling this? Because there are types of stresses where if you leave the stress as such, it will lead to many problems. We'll try to see this. Okay, these are the some of the symptoms, mental and emotional. See, mental symptoms like inability to concentrate. If you feel you are under stress, you can't able to concentrate, you can't be able to do that work properly, or you can't able to teach also. Then constant worrying, having trouble thinking clearly, memory problems, you can't remember that thing, having trouble making decisions, poor judgment, and academic pressures. Then emotional, we have restlessness, short temper, impatient. So this all will cause due to stress. You may feel isolated, somebody are like moody, okay, are frustrated, agitated. All these are due to stress. So this thing we experience in higher education institutes. See, why I'm stressing on the higher education institutes is, if you go to +2, the 10+2, there people will only ask you to teach. So only your teaching is being concentrated there. Once you come to the higher education, let's say for degree or masters, there as a teacher, you have to deal with the teaching, you have to deal with the research, you have to deal with the official work, unofficial work, what all. If you are given as a placement officer, you have to deal with the placements. Like that, you have many works to be done in the higher education. So obviously you feel stress. So you will get this type of symptoms. Please look after this. Okay. Then we'll see what are the causes. Till now we saw what are the symptoms, signs. We see the causes. Causes, we can also call this as a stressors. Stressors are the thing, or it may be a person, it may be a place, it may be anything, event, anything which cause stress. Okay, we'll see in the workplace, especially high work peace and time. Then we have lack of control, low participation, little support from colleagues or supervisors, poor career development, job insecurity, long working hours, low income, sexual or physiological harassment. See the right side thing in this slide. Top 10 workplace stressors. The first one is salary, obviously. In the higher education, people, not only in the higher education, you take any workplace, the salary is the most priority for all. So by thinking about the salary, you will get stress. Okay. Then long hours and excessive workloads. So you have 3, 4, 5, 6 classes in a day. Along with that, you will be given with accreditation works. You will be given with some research work. Many things. So it will cause you stress. Then few opportunities for advancement. If you feel you don't have any opportunity for advancement, then you feel stress. Then we have uninterested work. Then if you're not interested in the work, then obviously you feel stress. If somebody comes and tell you please you do this work or accreditation work or something, obviously if you are not interested, gone. Then not having enough control over job related decisions. So whatever the decisions you are taking in your job, you should have control over that. You should not take like, okay, no sir, okay, no problem, I will teach 4 subjects. You should not say like that. You should have control over those decisions. After taking this decision, when you start doing that work, Then again you will feel stress saying that, okay, why I have took so many classes. So the decision should be good. You should not say that, okay, I will publish this many papers. So these are the common things we face in the higher education. Lack of social support. Then we have organization culture. So there will be a culture in the organization. You are not coping up with this culture. Again, it will lead to a stress. Bad management practices. If your management is bad, their practices are bad, then it will also cause you stress. Obviously, it will cause you stress. Then we have relationship at work, good relationship, bad relationship, anything which will cause you stress. Then physical work environment. I want to stress on this. So I saw many teachers sitting in the places where there is no proper ventilation or no proper light. They will be like isolated. Okay, if you are sitting there, remember, you will definitely, it is a type of stressor. Okay, you will definitely feel stress. Okay, that place itself causes you stress, irritation, everything. So you need to understand all this and you need to change that. So we have many types of stressors. I just want to take the example here. So like external stressors, we have physical environment, social interaction, organizational, major life events, and daily hassles. So physical environment, as I said, noise. If it is a noise, you'll feel stress. Then bright lights. For some people, the bright light will cause stress. Heat. If the environment not in a good temperature, it will also cause you stress. Then confined space. If there is no much space given for a person to sit there in the physical environment, it will also cause you stress. Next, social interaction. Rudeness. If a person is talking rude to you, he is rude at you. So how to deal with that? It will also cause stress. There you will not say anything. That what happens in higher education history. You won't say anything, not only higher education, everywhere. You won't say anything there. But after coming out from the discussion, you will think how that person is rude, and you will feel stress just by thinking about that person. If any person is behaving as a bossiness, okay, he is behaving as a boss, then also it will also cause you a stress. Then bullying. Okay, bullying will also cause you stress. If you go to organizational, I'm talking about stressors. Okay, if you go to organizational stressors, there are rules. Some rules of the organization will cause you. Just by reading that rule, you will get stress. See, this rule is something like this. Just by reading that rule, you will get stress. Regulations, deadlines. Obviously, deadline will give stress to many people. We should know how to cope up with these deadlines. So these are the different stress. Now you can ask me a question. So if you are talking so much about stress, so that I should not be in stress. So in the whole day, I should not take stress. No, it's wrong. There is a confined thing which you need to know, that is eustress. One thing that we call it as, see, we have stress divided into two here. Eustress, distress. And some people are there, they won't take any stress. They come under calm. Okay, see the graph here on the left side about the performance and level of stress. If you don't have any stress, then there is no performance. Remember, okay, don't think that if I don't take stress, I will perform well. No, there should be a certain level of stress, assertiveness, some seriousness. I call this as a seriousness. Okay, if anything is given to you, any work is given to you, if you are serious at that work, and if you like that work, okay, if that work which is given to you, it's giving happiness to you, obviously you will come under eustress. If it is giving sad, you will come under distress. If you are not at all caring about that work, you will come under calm. So either way, calm and distress will decrease your performance. Eustress is the one which will make you positive feeling, and you will give your 100% to that work, maybe more than that, and you will get better results. So if you ask me, you should be under stress for particular. I can't call that word as a stress. I will call it as a seriousness. You should be serious about your work. Okay, then you can see wonders in whatever the work you are doing. Okay, see on the right side, just see this pictorial representation. Distress extreme anxiety, sorrow, or pain. So that's what happens in the distress. Normal stress, feeling of anxiety or pressure. Eustress, anytime you will be in positive. Okay, that what the stress is. So don't think that without stress you can't you will be happy or something like that. No, there is certain level of stress you need to take, then that certain level will take you to a good give a good results for any work you are doing. So we can call it as, in other words, like seriousness or attentiveness, something, whatever you can call that. So we call it as a eustress. So there should be a certain level of stress for your performance. Importantly, to get that eustress, you should be play with your work. Play in the sense you should enjoy the work which is given to you. Say I'm teaching, okay, no problem. Along with that, now let's say in our college we are doing NBA work, accreditation work. So we should be we got one criteria. Okay, in that criteria, first, so many people, what they will do is they will feel, okay, they include me in some criteria, I don't know this. So this feeling itself will get stress. Instead of that, you should be positive. Okay, if you are in positive, if you deal with it in a positive way, if you think it as a positive, you are in eustress, like, okay, no problem, I don't know this, okay, let's see what is there in this particular criteria, I will do that work. Over this thinking, only this thinking will get you to do that work perfectly. Yeah, see here table of what are the effects of your distress and eustress. If you take in the left side, impact, perception. If you are in a distress, you will get negative threat. You think that work has a negative. You think that work has a threat. If any person is giving work to you, you think him has a threat only. Why this person is giving always works like this. If you are in eustress, if you are in a positive thinking, obviously it will take it as a challenge. Okay, no problem. Give me that work. I will complete and I will show you. Next, emotions. If you are in a distress, obviously it will cause you anxiety. Eustress, it will cause you excitement. The work will give you excitement. Then productivity. On productivity, what is that effect? Procrastination. Obviously, if you are in distress, see, I saw many people. Okay, if I discuss with them, okay, we get one work, let's do this work now itself. They say, hey, no, okay, no problem. We'll take this in next time. Procrastination every time. Remember, if you are postponing any work, it means you are in anxiety, you are in a fear of that work. That is the reason you are postponing that work. You have those procrastinations. So you're thinking that work has a threat. That is the reason you are postponing. If you think it is as a motivation, obviously you will do the work then and there itself. Remember, if you are postponing, if you have this procrastination, remember you are under stress. Then what is the impact? Obviously we know this. If you are in distress, it will diminish. The performance will be diminished. And eustress, it will enhance your performance. Then we'll try to see three types of stress here. See, stress for small time, we call that as acute stress. Okay, most common, short term, and comes on suddenly. It will come suddenly, it will stay for the short time, then it will go. For example, principal called me, he gave me some work. Short time, I will be in stress. I got some work. Oh, how to do this? After some time, if I start thinking about, okay, nothing is there in this work, I can do it, okay, no problem. Then it will be that stress will be not there. That what is your acute stress. Then episodic, it will come in episodes. Okay, reoccurring. So reoccurring to the people overloaded with the responsibilities and schedules. So you are overloaded with the responsibility. Let's say every day you have to do this particular work or something. They gave you responsibility of some work. Okay, let's say placement. So every time when you hear that word placement, you will get the stress. Periodic, episodic. Okay. The last one is chronic. Obviously, long-term exposure to the stress will lead to many health issues. The main thing here in the chronic thing is people are under stress and they are obviously in constant stress, and they don't know that they are in the stress. This is the problem. You need to understand whether you are in the stress or not. Okay, people are in the stress, they don't understand this. So how to deal all with common terms. I'll be not going inside so much, telling you that okay, you have to do all this. So the common thing is main, change your food habits. Obviously you need to change your food habits. Main thing is when you feel stress, many people I saw, I'm just sharing my experience, they have a habit of smoking, or some people, when they feel stressed, they will go and drink tea. Okay, some people will eat. Okay, some people will drink alcohol. So all these things they will try to do. They think that okay, by doing this thing your stress will be reduced. No, absolutely wrong. If you are doing something after feeling the stress, if it is not right, obviously it will going to deteriorate your health more, and the stress will increase more. So don't do all these things. Okay, I saw many people doing this. It again and again it will cause you stress. So it will be a chronic exposures will cause health problems, many health problems. As far I know, in my experience in the higher education, majority of people first they will get BP. Okay, this is the first thing what they will get. Next is sugar. So in this what we say that in this times, okay, whatever I saw there in the higher education institutes, so this what the problem is. How to deal with this? You should change your habits, food habits. You need to change, go for the healthy foods. Exercise is must and should. Don't feel that okay, I'm working in the college till 7 or 5 something, whatever your timing is, after going or before coming to the college, in the evening or in the morning, you should do exercise at least. You know this, everybody know this, but just to repeat that one, half an hour or 1 hour if possible. Try to do exercise like cardiac exercise, where it causes you more sweat. What I will do is, whenever I feel stress, okay, which I can't cope up with, I will go to the ground and I will run. I will run till 45 minutes continuously. I will be running there. After 45 minutes, I will be sitting so much, and I will forget whatever the stress I have over, and I will feel very good. The feeling is also good. This how I try to cope up with the stress which I am getting. Now the advantage here, your health will be good, and you have peaceful mind. Yeah. Now we'll see how to control this stress. So there is a strategy. Okay, first thing is you should know that awareness. Okay, you should know. You should aware what is going to cause you stress. Obviously, if you ask me in the higher education, work related. So many things are there. Okay, people will come and share a work, or your higher authority will call you and give you some work, or they will give you some deadlines, and also remember this one. I have one example for this. There is my friend when I'm working in Bangalore in some college. So what he used to feel stress every time. Then he went to a doctor. Many doctors, his problem didn't solve. Finally, one doctor, he asked him one question: how are you going to sit in the college? Then he replied, okay, sir, especially he is targeting on the legs. How are you keeping your legs while sitting in the college? He said, I am bending my legs backward. So in the sitting in the chair and bending your legs backward. Remember, if you sit like this, definitely it will cause stress. This position where we'll keep your legs back and keep your try to keep your back straight without leaning in the chair. Okay, it will cause stress. That is a stressful situation. Okay, for some time, no problem. If you are working something, okay, no problem. For 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no problem. But whenever he is going to sitting in the chair, he is sitting like this. So that is causing him stress. Just by keeping his leg forward for just 1 week, much of his worries, everything is solved. This is my personal experience, what I saw in the institution. one of the institutions. So that is the cause for him. So sitting like that is a cause for him. He's good at teaching, he's doing all the works good, he's good at publications, everything is good, but just by the sitting posture. And also I said you, as a stressor, in the stressors I told you, you should be in a place where there is proper light and proper ventilation. Without this, obviously your body will not cope up with the sudden change in the situation. Just if you want to do an exercise, you can do this. Try to sit in a place where there is no proper ventilation and light. Suddenly, if anybody comes and tells you you have to do this work, you will going to sweat, your heart rate increases, everything. That's what happens there. Same thing, just change the place if it is ventilated. Compared to that one, there is already a study. Compared to that place, ventilated place will not give so much stress. So you need to know, you need to be aware what is going to cause stress to me. You need to aware. So that what is A, awareness. What causes you stress? How do you react? So you get, suddenly you will get some work. How will you react to that? So that what you should know this. So that is A. Second one is balance. There is a fine line. See that what this balance is. I just said you should be you should be in the use stress so that you will feel positive for everything. But there is a thin line between distress and positive use stress. There is a slight thin line. What do you mean by this is, if anybody gives you work, you have to complete this work. Okay. First, what I will do? Okay, no problem. I will do that. Or with enthusiasm, you will say, yeah, I will do that. Like in our groups or in any meeting, principal will ask, okay, who will do this work? With full enthusiasm, we will say, okay, sir, I will do this work. Then after some time, or depending on the person, okay, he may feel stress just after accepting, or after starting the work, or in the middle of the work. So there is a thin line between your positive and negative stress. So how much can you cope up with before it becomes negative? Before the positive use stress converted into distress, how much you can cope up with? You should know this. Okay, you will only come to know this by your experience. Okay, it doesn't mean that don't take that work. Take that work. Okay, first time you may not, but slowly you'll come to know, okay, this how you can do this. So I can cope up with this. No problem. I can solve this. So that's what the balance. You should have balance between these two. Then control. What can you do to help yourself? For what? Combating the negative effects of the stress. That's what I said. You should be having good healthy diet, exercise, everything. If you ask me, I'll bet you if you have good healthy diet and exercise, this will solve you 95% of any problem, any types of stress. You can overcome or you can deal with any type of stress which you get in your day-to-day life, especially in the higher education institute. Okay, why I'm stressing this? Okay, this is the last slide for the talking about the stress. The next slides will be about the questions. Okay, I want and to just to confirm this, how to control and how to balance this, especially about the balance thing. Please learn to say no. The main problem is, whatever I'm seeing, many people, many teachers, what they will do, whatever the work they get, they will just accept because principal is saying they accept. They never think, okay, I have to do, I can do or not, what I don't know. After taking that work, they will feel stressed. They will come outside, they will say, oh, already I have so much work. Again, he gave me some work. Learn to say no. It doesn't mean that you should not say no to all the works. No. See, I will tell you the example for this. If I am doing my works which are allotted to me, okay, which are minimum works, if I'm doing my works perfectly, then I can go and say no to principal directly because I'm doing my work perfectly. He will also come to know that, okay, whatever I gave to him, he did till now perfectly. So this was the additional work I'm doing. So he's saying no. Okay, he will understand that. But don't say no again and again, it will also cause you stress. Okay, they say learn to say no, but again there is a thin line between yes and no. You should know when you have to say no, and you should be capable of that. So this how you need to manage this. Okay, so the next session will be questions for audience only. Okay, the first question, see, I got this things from I just inquired. So when Ramlingam sir called me and he told me that you need to deliver a lecture on this, then I saw, okay, there are plenty of things available in the YouTube. Many things are there already. So what extra I can do here? So next day I took pen and paper. I went to each and every teacher. I asked them, yes, you are working in higher education institution. Please tell me what are the things you feel as a stress. So these are some questions given by those people. There are stressors. I can call it as a stressor. Okay, given by the teachers. Okay, so first one is I want audience to answer this. Okay, because some people may deal with this in different way. So we may get good answers also. Okay, so if you get a sudden WhatsApp message from higher authority to complete a task, you are in a task, you are doing something, you are already doing that work, you are already involved in that work. Again, you will get a message. So nowadays WhatsApp is very easy to send a message. Okay, you get a message from a higher authority saying that, okay, you need to complete the task. Yes, I want audience to answer this. How will you cope up with this stressor? Anybody?
Sir, prioritize
Your work. Okay, then any other answers?
Sir, give importance for time management.
Then, sir?
Sir, we will give importance for time management and we request for our work.
Okay. So you are saying that time management or prioritize the work.
Yes, yes.
Sir, we got some answers in chat box also.
Please
So
read out.
They will prioritize urgent work and important work first, and they will take consideration about 4 quadrants. And another answer, they will ask some time to complete the work.
Okay.
Or else they'll just message, okay, sir, I'm trying.
Okay.
And they're also saying that it depends upon the type of work that is allocated through WhatsApp message.
That one, prioritize the work. See, if yes. Good answers. Okay. And we'll go to next question. This is also same, I think, multiple tasks at a time. If you get multitask at a time. So this is the one stressor given by a teacher. Okay. He says, sir, I feel this as a stress. Multiple tasks at a time.
Sir, one answer came from one of the participants. She's saying that, sir, without saying no, we need to complete as it has come from higher authorities.
Okay, for the period. Okay.
It may be easy, which may take more time, which will not be possible. Be calm, relax, organize ourselves, and think over it. How to execute these tasks, how much time will be taken, and work accordingly.
So good, sir. I want all the audience to listen to this because we are getting answers from different teachers. Okay.
Complete
so how
task first, and which has a short deadline. Will give priority to the work given by higher authorities. Priority will be given, then complete the tasks. Sir, we are shouted at even if we take more time also. Be calm, relax, and think how to execute at work. That already made us to do efficiently work under pressure. Yeah, multiple tasks make them to work efficiently under pressure.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, some people will take it as a positive.
And some it reduces the efficiency if we are going for multiple tasking. So we have to go for priority-based considerations.
Okay, good. So both questions we had. This thing is very important. So one of my colleagues said me, sir, Saturday we went to home, evening over. After going home, we are relaxed. Then we'll get a message saying that suddenly some work came. Sunday you have to come to college. So you'll feel stress. How will you cope up with this? I have good answers also. They only said me some answers. I will tell you that. I want answers from audience. I think many of you have experienced this in higher education.
Sir, shall I tell my experience?
Sure, madam.
Yes,
Please,
madam, you
madam.
can.
Sir, yesterday night 9:30, some target was given to me, and now by afternoon actually I have to submit. I have not yet submitted, but then I need to submit. That is why I am giving such sort of messages. You are saying we need to learn to say no, but in which way, sir? They won't agree. The higher ups and the management, they think that whatever I can't name or I cannot tag, but they think how many. Yes, they are dumping us with multiple tasks, and whatever multiple tasks they give, they expect us to do, and that too up to the mark, not aisa vaisa. What do you
Yes, madam.
suggest?
You're right.
I'm
Yes,
really
yes.
Sir, I
stressed. I
agree.
am
I
really
agree, sir.
stressed. I feel like crying, but what should I do? You tell me.
No, madam. Listen. Okay, I will tell my experience. Okay, I sometimes I'll say no when I have completed the previous work perfectly. Okay, don't think that what people think here is the work will be given to only those people who are working. No, it's wrong. Okay, if you are doing your work perfectly, the previous work I am talking about, then the next work you can confidently say, no, sir, this what I have. Or if you are free, we can't do anything. But if you have any what we say reasons, perfect reasons, sir, see, I did this one, or I'm
Sir,
on the other
even,
work. Yes, sir.
sorry to interrupt, but just after submitting a task, they will keep giving, or I'm just about to submit a task, then again a task comes. Being a computer teacher is not a blessing, sir. It is, what should I say? I just don't want to name in this big platform.
No, madam. Okay. Yes. See, madam, that why I think Ramlingam sir said me to take this topic. Okay. So how I deal is, if you ask me, how I deal is, I will do my work perfectly. Okay. If they are giving any work, then I will ask, sir, I need time. You need to say, madam, at least ask time. You need to ask the time. Okay. You need to have that. If you don't ask, I am telling you, you will be under more pressure, more stress. It will cause, definitely it
Actually,
will show.
presently undergoing a lot of stress, sir, because lot of pressure is put on the teachers.
Everybody, we also, madam, in our college also we
Sir,
have.
shall I speak my point, sir?
We
Sure,
can
sure,
say
madam.
no, you are saying, even after doing work,
Just wait.
even after doing work, we cannot say no. We are completing our task. Definitely, we are completing. But then they don't understand how an individual will keep working. If your school time is at 2:30 thak hai, फिर भी 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, anytime they call. And yesterday तो it was heights of it 9:30 के बाद मुझे काम मिलता है. It is, because that has become a part of our life, sir. All the family members are cut up with us. You, like a prime minister, behave like any big this thing, because every time you are only with the schoolwork, your priority and your life is only school. That is what I get to hear also at home, because
Yes, madam.
I just can't give any minutes time also for them. I'm only involved all in my schoolwork.
Sir,
Madam.
I believe, sir, if you allow, can I speak my point?
Sure, madam. Please, madam.
Sir, I believe, it is the multitasking is a need of an hour of every organization. Even at home, in your personal end also, I believe multitasking is one of the most important requirement. But here, as in the organization, it depends on the individual also, that how much experience that person has gained. If he has gained a rich experience in the industry, where whatever field he has chosen, and he has a command and a very good confident in his content, he can always buy time from the bosses. And it is all about the qualitative work. It doesn't matter the quantity you do, it's more about, I believe, the quality of a work. And if your work has that quality, you are always taken into consideration by senior management. This is my perspective, sir.
Yes, madam. That's what I said. Okay, you
Kalpana,
should
but
complete
all
your
are
work.
not like that, ma'am. As you said,
No,
right?
ma'am. I'm also agree with it.
All are not like that, ma'am. Kavita ma'am.
Yeah,
May
I
I say?
agree that all are not like that, ma'am. But in an organization, multitasking is a team effort. If you
Yes,
have a
yes.
great team with you, which can understand your perspective, I think life can become very easy. I believe
Yes.
this concept goes vice versa, both at home and at the professional end. If your compatibility is with your partner, the understanding will become a very convenient thing for all of us. Same in the organization. That is my perspective. I believe on this concept. I go with urgent and important, and some work can be delayed, but it is your candidness and your piece of work, that what quality and what finish you give to your work to others.
Yes.
Yeah,
What
sir.
my
I do believe with
yes,
Dr. Kavita, ma'am.
yes.
I do believe, sir, that since this is the call of hour, in present scenario, also in Corona, also teaches so many things. Like we should, we have to be multitasking these days, and I am completely agree with Dr. Kavita. We can take time, but we should at least somewhere we have to be agree with that.
Yes, madam.
Because if we are not, even if we are not multitasking, then we are not getting good job. We will not get the opportunity to just work with the good companies, and we will not get the good schools. Even for the teachers, they will also not call us. If you are not having this quality, if you are not capable for doing this, then how could we take you? So sometimes this happen also.
Yes, madam. Thank you for your suggestion. Anybody have the answer for this question? What holidays? Suddenly you get a message on Saturday evening after coming from the college. How to cope up with- I have a peculiar answer with me. So I'm very excited to say that. I want answer from you, from your side.
So for this also, I just want to say that if it is important and we have to come, then we will go, and we
Okay.
should go like this, because if it is it is important and something urgent, then we should go, and at least,
Yes, madam. So
because
one of
sometimes
my,
we
Yes,
are
sir, it is
prioritize
my
our work.
yes, sir, it is my
Sometimes we
opinion
are
that
prioritize our work also.
yes.
yes, madam. Somebody speaking.
Please, if you want to answer, please answer this. Someone has started answering but went to mute again.
Yes, yes. I don't know who is that. Okay, then listen
You can
to
talk
my
from your perspective.
perspective. Yes, sir. I will say one thing here. When I asked this question to many people, so some people replied like you only. No, sir, we have to come. Some people said, "What Nawaz? Till now you are not get adjusted to this. Why you are asking this question? You don't know." Okay. Then one of my colleagues said one thing. What she will do is, it's her perspective. Okay. What she will do is she will call to other teachers, her friend, okay, friend teacher. She will call and she will discuss. Arey, did you saw that message? They are calling us on Sunday. We never thought that Sunday we have to go for the college and all this. After having this stressful talking for some time, okay, she will be calling to many people. That's what she said me. Many people. Then she will be enjoying that Sunday with that group which she had. So they will come together, they will sit, because it is a time for her to see that particular person or place or something in a different way. So what she said to me is, she used to enjoy with her friends. Whatever the work is there, no problem, we'll do that work definitely. But coming on Sunday stress, she will be releasing this stress just by having a chat with her friends, a group of friends, and enjoying that work, speaking with them, laughing, anything. That's what she said to me. What you people think on this? If you work alone on Sunday, definitely you'll feel more stress. She's saying, I will work in a group. I will have a chit chat. Okay, she will be feeling happy with the surroundings, with their colleagues. Okay, if nothing is there, we'll move on to next question. This is one stressor told by one teacher. She said, especially this is experience. Next two questions are experienced by newcomer in this higher education institute. Non-allotment of expected subject. They're expecting something, and the subject allotted is something else. So how will you cope up with this stressor? I want seniors to answer so that the newcomers will learn this.
So I would like to answer this. What I do, like this year also, I have taken up many new subjects. I believe that, keeping up with the change is a need of an hour. If you keep on changing and uprising yourself with the new scale of learning, you will never become unemployed. That is the first thing which I look forward in life, because like this year I'm taking up a new subject called cyber psychology, which is a BIDA course, which is an AI course, and I take business communication, and I'm also a chief corporate trainer of Amity. So what I believe that this concept in this modern era has no big value, because everything is going for a change, like how we adapted this modern technology, digital technology in teaching. So now we are slowly moving into a very thin line where the comfort zones will not be treated as a comfortability for others. We have to innovate, and that's why I just believe that everybody should try something new in their life, something creative, rather than just being into the old scale and old socks. That is my way, sir.
Yes, madam. We should be ready for the change. Any other answers?
Yes, sir. Whenever the new task is given, we should accept it as a challenge. That yes, we can do. If we motivate ourselves, self-motivation here works more. And it relieves our stress also. That's something new we will learn. If we have this thinking, then it goes easy. Everything.
Well said. Yeah, that's very good.
Yes, madam. So one of my colleagues also said this. What he said is, never talk about the subject to other colleagues. If you are getting a new subject, don't talk about this. In the sense, what I am saying is, many people give you a negative feedback. That subject, it is like this. Gone. Then you will get a fear saying that, oh, I can't teach this. This subject is so much tough or something. So what he's saying is, I will try to not speak up much about the new allotted subject. What I'll do, this is not my words, this is my colleague's words. What he will do is, he will go and check what the subject is. He will inquire about the subject. Okay, what is that, how it is, and what all. Then he'll be moving on with the same subject and we'll be teaching them. The thing what he told me is, try to not to share with the colleagues, many of the colleagues. That what he said, because they will try to create a fear in you. That subject, or hey, this jurisprudence, that is waste subject, nothing is there, you won't learn anything in this. Like it and the both words, like a tough or waste subject, something. So we will be getting influenced by the others. So according to his experience, that's what he said. Okay, next is, yeah, this is also given by a new teacher. A faculty left the college in between and his or her subject was allotted to you suddenly. So how will you cope up with this stressor? You already have subjects, you are doing 2 subjects. Again, another subject is been allotted to you because there is a shortage in the faculty. So how will you cope up with this stressor?
Sir, it depends upon the subject which was allocated and what the percentage of syllabus the previous faculty has completed. If it has completed only 1 unit out of 5, then again it becomes much stress for the faculty who was freshly allotted the subject.
Okay, sir, I want to specify something. And also he said, I'm just trying my notes here. Yeah. He also said that the major problem what he faces is, as a new teacher, when we take this subject in between, the judgment of the students. So they try to judge you between the previous teacher and you. So how to cope up with this judgment? It may be positive or negative. So how to cope up with this? That's what he said. You got my point, sir?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, anybody can answer this. What the thing is, as soon as you enter to that class, because it has completed, let's say half of the portion is completed, those students will try to judge you. That what he felt stress in that particular thing. The previous year only he felt this, so he shared this to me. So how to cope up with this type of thing, because students are going to judge you there.
Sir, in this case, before taking yes, they, making yes to the management, we should talk to management that we will try our best, but we will not sure that whether they will accept me as a new faculty for this subject or not, because it's not my part of job. But I will do my best, and I think that the management will take this consideration. If the students are not taking us, accepting us, then also they will think that yes, we have tried. And for that work, we have to do more. Work to be done more. It means that we are doing so much work. But we have to motivate ourselves. If we are motivating ourselves, then only we can do it.
Okay, madam. Thank you for your answer. Anybody, any other person?
Hello, good afternoon,
Nawaz
sir.
sir. Nawaz
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I have
May I
some
speak, sir?
Sir, wait, sir.
doubt
Madam,
regarding.
sir, just 1 minute.
Can I speak, sir?
Yes, yes, madam. You are the first person. Yes, please.
Yes, according to me, first of all, if it is in the lower classes, the teacher will be able to manage with the subject, because learning the concepts which are meant for the lower classes are much easier as compared to the concepts and the topics at higher level. So in that case, the teacher will be able to accept the task that is assigned to her. But when it comes to higher classes, like subjects like maths, economics, business studies, accountancy, physics, chemistry, bio, whichever is the subject, then coping up with the concepts, explaining to them, to the students, then the teacher will not be able to do the justice, first of all. And over a short period of time, learning all over the entire syllabus will not be possible for the teacher since she has taken up the task. So best is to say no for few days till we get a subject teacher for that particular subject. We can carry on, but otherwise I don't think so. It's a wise decision to accept this assigned task. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
madam. Yes, madam. Thank you, madam.
A small request. So except the one who is speaking, I request the others to keep in mute because the voice is echoing.
Nawaz sir.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Sir, I have one more doubt to get clarified right now in this pandemic, where it is one of a stress factor, like
Yes, sir.
society-based stigma, particularly in the teachers. That develops a lot of pressure within the teachers. And how this could be tackled.
Stigma in the sense what, sir?
In terms of the job, which is very insecure right now. And teaching is also one of the factor prioritized in that. Actually, this pandemic have lessened the employability, particularly in the teachers. And if at all you want, the managements are also not supportive in keeping them a lot period of time. So what the temporary involvement of the teachers in terms of a job leads to a more stress in terms of social stigma, where particularly in pharmacy, I think you might have heard all these things.
Yes, 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 sir. Yes, sir.
Self-financing
Oh,
private colleges. So
yes,
the
sir.
societal stigma were happening in another institute is also inducing a stress in another colleges and in other faculty too. So how this can be faced or tackled?
Okay. If you ask me, anybody can answer this, but let me answer first. If you ask me, we are in an era of information technology. So see, I have a YouTube channel by my own. Okay. So where I teach that, like that, you can plan for online classes for what GPAT, something where you can earn if it is concerned about money or something. Okay, you can earn going for the online classes. I have many friends who are earning a good sum of amount just by taking online classes. Some are taking tuitions also for some students in the this pandemic, but maybe that student is very rich, I don't know. Okay, that how we can deal with this. So anybody can answer this. That what is my part.
Regarding teaching aspect, I'm asking, sir.
Yes, sir.
Faculty are having some insecurity of the job right now.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. If
I'm not.
if you have that insecurity, we should, because we are in a information era, we should look for the other things. Okay, where we can securize ourselves. Okay, that what my feeling is. So what is the example I saw? That what I'm saying. Yes, anybody can answer this. If you have anything to say about this.
So I would like to answer this.
Please, madam.
So first thing is that insecurity, I believe, is everywhere in our life. Everybody has some or the other kind of insecurity. In our profession as teachers and in teaching, we have very great variety of innovation. I really believe on this concept that one has to be quite apprised with what new trends are emerging in the market. And just the old method and traditional form of learning will not give us longevity today. Sustainability and innovation, like if you see, my dear friends, I just want to say that go to Facebook and see how new concept of Vedic mathematics, which was the ancient concept, is coming up with new innovative ways today. So as sir is also saying that adaptation to technology, like in this lockdown period, how you have taken up the time that was with you in innovating and updating yourself, what new you have done in your subject. You see the kids today, the moment you come up with a technological app, they are much ahead than us. So as teachers, our biggest problem, what I faced, and I took a FDP and AICT also on this topic, the biggest problem for teachers is that we teach about life management, life principles, but we never adapt this technique in our own colleagues. We are always competing with each other. We do not share. We teach about sharing, but we ourselves do not share our content with each other. We do not get a great amount of upskilling ourselves, like professional courses, new app and technology. Like even if this AICT would not give us free access, honestly speaking, many of us have not joined this training. I'm very open in my state. Even I have not, right? So these kind of platforms, wherever it is happening, like I will tell you that Harvard and Stanford made out of that enriching community and learn something which others are not doing. Don't copy others, let others copy you. So have this kind of flair, and it will come very slowly. Like I also started my life like a startup, and today with lot of innovation and practicing new forms of knowledge, I feel that things are moving into a better shape. So every day there will be insecurity if we do not have the trust and power to win ourselves. That is my way to look into.
Good, madam. Thank you, madam. Yes, anybody want to say something?
I have everything I need already.
Sorry.
I think Alexa is speaking somewhere.
I think this is the last question. Other question, last one. Accreditation works. See, because as we talk about multitasking and everything, okay, accreditation works. My experience is we will be working from 9 to labs and everything. Then the college says, no, you have to do this work after 5. Okay, you are busy in 9 to 5 in your work. So you can't leave your teaching work, can't leave your lab work. And also you need to do the accreditation works. It may be anything, NAC, can be anything. So how to deal with this? This is the one stressor given by a teacher. This is the last question. So how to deal with these things?
Sir came in the group.
Yes,
it is
sir.
difficult these days with lots of accreditation process and other works, especially if you are in administration work, along with teaching and research too. And what I want to say here is that, sir, it all depends upon, because nowadays every institute needs to get accredited. If it is an higher education institute, ignore whether it is a BTech, BPharm, whatever it is, it has to go for national accreditations and all. But it depends upon proper planning. If all the accreditation works comes at a time, in the same month we have to complete NBA, NAC and all, then obviously everyone feels stressed. And a point also be noted is that it is not an year-long stress, but it remains for a month or two. And as you are in that academic institution, you have to bear that stress. And in the next coming years, you have to plan properly such a way that they are not stressed on the same month or the same period, such that the work is evenly distributed, which make you feel less stressed.
Yes, sir, I to agree with you. Only the proper planning will solve this problem. If the person who is dealing with that accreditation work, if he has a good planning, then it can be done very easily. If not, then it will be a very hectic. And also I want other institutions to, like, if you are doing some work, NAC work or NBA work this time, try to see that the same thing will not repeat it, as you said, try not repeat it. So change your work pattern. Okay, what I'm saying is about the, let's say you're collecting some documents. Okay, so if you felt something is difficult to collect, so try to do that work perfectly in the next 5 years, so that whatever the work you are doing from 9 to 5 itself, if it is depend on the accreditation work, along with your teaching also, whatever you are doing, taking attendance, teaching, writing your classwork, anything, if all the workflow is in the form of accreditation, then your problem is solved. No need of doing separate accreditation work, if you ask me. Anyone has to say something about this?
Answer, everything take it granted and learn the new things which may help you in future.
Okay. So this is the last question.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I want to say something on that.
Please, sir.
Yeah, please, sir.
Yeah, myself, Dr. Atanu Bhattacharjee from Royal School of Pharmacy, the Assam Royal Global University, Assam, sir. Sir, first of all, regarding 2 points I wish to mention here. The accreditation and others, all this comes under administrative job, right, sir?
Yes.
Yes, right. So at the time of your joining, in the joining, it has been clearly mentioned, most of the institutes, it has been clearly mentioned. So apart from your regular curriculum activity, means classes and lab, whatever the administrative work has been responsible to you by the higher authority, you are bound to perform that. So in that term, as we are signing in that, term, we are not at all in a position to give any kind of excuse. Second thing, for our benefit, we are telling, if we deal with this situation, at the beginning, it may be a bit hectic for us, as this is a tremendous data-oriented issues are there. Now, if we can do it successfully, then as you have mentioned, after few years, 4 or 5 years, when we will sustain in our job, or even if we will move to another better institute, then the chance of our survivability will increase further. So in these two regards, I wish to mention we should accept this challenge so that it not only will increase the credential of the present institute, but also it will improve your work efficacy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your suggestion, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
I want to add one more point. Myself,
Please, sir.
Dr. Suryaprakash Reddy. Yeah. So to minimize the repetitive work, so we can suggest our management to use the ICT tools and other ERPs, whatever that are available. So if you use those tools, definitely nearly 20 to 25% work will be reduced. If you take the help of, that means what I mean to say, we can go for smart work rather than hard work.
Yes, sir. I have experience of this, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect answer.
Sir,
Smart work always pays.
I totally agree with sir. But one more point I wish to mention here, sir. What I felt, as I am also associated with this type of administrative work, what I felt, sir, the proper instruction how to deal with all this form, as we are new to this. Suppose if we are first time, if we are applying for NBA or NAC accreditation for the first time, suppose, as we are new to this field, then proper guidance from the higher authority is very much essential in order to minimize the time and the level of stress to the employees. This is very much essential. Clear cut, straightforward direction and guidance must be there. Otherwise, this may be a huge task.
Yes, sir, you rightly said.
Correct, sir. That's point I agree.
Sometimes we felt that there are so many points are there and so many ambiguity are there. What to write in those points? I hope you also faced in your professional career, right?
Yes.
So writing simple points, name, age, sex, all these things doesn't matter. What are the ambiguities points? These should be addressed very carefully. And if we get the proper direction from the management or the higher authorities, then the job can be minimized in a quick time. Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. So regarding that ERP and thing, so I also have that experience. Okay, so just if you want anything data from the ERP, just you type there in whatever the format you want, it will give you. So some colleges are practicing this. Okay, you'll get the attendance or everything. Who is passed, who is not passed, how many people are passed, male ratio, female ratio. No need to calculate manually. Just there are softwares. If the college is using that, you can directly get all the information from that ERP softwares. I also experienced this. Yes, sir. Any other stressors you feel? This is what I got from the teachers. After talking with the teachers, they said things. Apart from this, if anything is there, you are free to speak, audience.
Yes, sir. I want to write one more my personal queries, my personal experience.
Please, sir.
Sir, in some private institutes, as from PCI, it has been mandated that 50% is the minimum marks criteria in your PUC or higher secondary exam. Am I right, sir?
Yes, yes.
So most of the private college nowadays, we are running without any entrance or proper guideline to book the seats. This is the normal tendency we observe throughout India. Right, sir? Our first criteria is to fill the seat.
Yes.
Now, at the time of exam, when they are moving towards their first semester or second semester exam, we observe that most of the students, even though the teachers give their best, okay,
the qualified teachers give their best. We observe that the students themselves are not capable to adjust with the situation, maybe as this course is new to them, or I'm not going to that reason, but student fails. Now when the percentage of pass declines, there is a pressure from the management in term of everything, in term of your promotion, in term of your accreditation, in term of your salary increment, everything. How to cope up with this?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear, sir? My question?
Yes, I got it.
Yes, sir. Please.
So you are saying that students, we are filling seats just by taking the minimum criteria. Those whatever the incoming is not good, how can you expect when the seat is not good? How can you expect a good? That's what you are saying.
How can you expect? Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, I know. What is it? We all experience this. Sir, first, I think to answer this, what I also experienced is this problem exists in the first year only, sir. Okay. After first year, slowly the students will take up. That we observed in the my experience. Okay, so this major problem is in first year itself. So to deal with that, if you ask me, see some colleges where I used to work previously, what they used to do is they used to we used to conduct every day in the lab synopsis in the sense we'll tell that okay, this is the topic, from this topic I can ask any question, you need to write the answer for this. So when he comes to lab, we'll give him a question. If he is not writing that question up to the mark, if the marks is less than this particular marks, we try to hold them. We try to hold them after 5. After the lab also, we try to hold them. Those people, we try to hold them, and then we try to teach that again. What is that? Wherever they are lacking. I did this in some college, sir. We try to hold. We call them as a slow runners. Okay. We try to hold them, and we teach that particular topic which we gave for the exam or for the synopsis in the lab. So we'll teach. Again, we'll make him to write. Once we satisfy, we'll leave. It doesn't mean that full night you have to stay there. Just once you have to teach them again separately for that group of people. Then ask them, because when the group reduces, because in the first year, to answer this, in the first year, the student is having so much fear or something. He came from different culture, so he can't able to ask the question. What I observed by following this method is the student whom I thought he is not asking question in the class, he is asking question in that time. So because there are only few people, and they will get one familiarized thing that okay, everybody failed in this exam, so he felt some this thing. Then he starts asking question. Previous in normal class he will be fearing, but in this class he will be asking the question. He will be somewhat free to discuss with the teacher. They will be learn more through these methods. So that's what my suggestion, sir. That's what we followed in previous colleges. Here also we are doing same thing.
Sir, one suggestion from my side, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Sir, just to improve the student performance, to get better result from the students, what I always suggest is first year students, they should be always dealt with senior faculty. So senior faculty should not feel any low such that they are dealing with first year students. If senior faculty go and deal with first year students, they will learn the basics good. Once they are good in basics, all the remaining 3 years will go good.
Yes, I agree. Sir, may I know your good name, sir?
My name is Dr. Pavan, sir.
Okay, sir. Sir, here I want to mention one thing. In the first year, so there is a problem in this system, sir. What sir has mentioned just now, because every month or a quarterly basis, generally most of the institutes are taking teachers' feedback from student side. Am I right? All the institutes are following that.
Yes.
From the student side, and it's supposed to be a confidential. It's a confidential issue, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. Now, when we pressurize students, if new faculty persist in the first year or so, then as his foundation in the teaching field or in academic field has not stable yet, students purposefully give them very low score. You understood, sir, what I told?
They are targeting. Yes.
Sir. Yes.
They are targeting because other teachers, they used to leave them early. They means they are okay with the subject. Fine. If some means tough subjects are there, then if teachers are putting more pressure on the students, when the time of feedback comes, students by default give a negative feedback. Negative means less score. Okay, comparatively less score to that particular teacher. When management see that, it inversely affect to that personal career growth of that particular teacher. That I observed being a senior teacher to my junior teacher.
Sir, let me make a point here, sir.
Yes.
As here, most of all our teachers and faculty,
Sure,
even though management takes a confidential feedback from students, and management knows the criteria and capability of their faculty, sir, and they don't merely rely on the feedback given by students, because they know that a teacher, when he is fit towards their students, automatically he will get a negative feedback. So management will not always go by this feedback. Okay, this may affect. I think that it may affect.
So I would like to also say something, if you allow me.
Sure, ma'am.
Please, ma'am.
Yeah. Sir, actually what happened, like I am listening to all my colleagues and I fully agree to their perspective also. But there is slight change what I would like to throw from my experience in the industry around 20 years now. I believe that, sir, the modern generation is very different. The students of today's age are very different. They have three major inclination about feedback. One, the teacher who always try to, be very nice with them, give them easy attendance and give them easy access of everything. So they give definitely something good feedback. But when it comes to examination, they make everything black and white. They will speak their heart that she never taught or he never taught, and things become very different at that point of time. Second important thing is that I always believed, sir, that in teaching, there is nothing called experienced teacher or inexperienced teacher. It is the power of an individual, how you deliver. Yes, in handling matters, experienced teachers have much age on making the student mold into a right direction. Besides that, what I follow my personal concept into this particular piece, sir, like in schools, if you see, there are various sections, and let's say that section A, maths is being taught by a teacher where students are also very dynamic and very intelligent besides section B. So maybe the section B teacher is very laborious, but the results are not coming in compared to section A. So there has to be a rotation of teaching pattern in weekly basis in the other class, so that the right performance indicators could be measured, which CBSE is about to bring such changes now very soon. In the higher education also, sir, like there is a cumulative assessment criteria where time to time, where with various modes you have to bring the right image to the first year students about their performances, where they are going, where they need more concern. You have to also bring the same concept to the management also time to time. Second important thing I want to say that, maybe you are teaching very tough subject and your colleague must be teaching very simple subject. So no comparison on the feedback, and this you should bring right to your administration about the practice and about the effort that you required in the teaching, and the same multiple skill is required by students on the other side. So this clarity has to go two hand together from student side also and from teacher and administrative side. That's what I believe, sir.
Right, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your conversation.
Yes, sir. To answer this, what we are following in our college right now is our management knows what the teacher is. They never depend on feedback of the students. They will take It's not like that they will not take serious about the students' feedback. But I think all management should follow this. As Madam said, so they should make clear to the students. To our students knows that if I give negative feedback also, it will not show an impact on this teacher because he is having good name. He is a good teacher. They will know. So this has to be made clear by the management. That's what she's saying. So that's what we are also following here. Management knows who is what. Even though you get that negative feedback, no problem. Don't think about feedback. You give your 100%, sir. Definitely, it will show the fruitfulness. Management will come to know who is a good teacher, who is just who is running the show. They will come to know within 1 or 2 years. They will come to know who is what. Yes, sir.
Right. Thank
Don't
you.
fear.
Because
Like in
As a
Amity,
stress.
sir, I agree to
why
with
I
you.
have raised this question
In
because
Amity, what is the concept? I will share my perspective about Amity. We take extreme negative feedback aside and extreme positive feedback aside because they are biased. Then we take the average feedback of the whole faculty teaching the same subject in the university and then we compare. So that is the way where we can easily scale our comparisons.
Perfect,
Yes, madam. Yes,
the
yes.
extreme should always be removed.
Yes, yes. Good. Nice suggestion, madam. As he
And
said, this is a stress. You
right.
are saying
Thank
what
you. These this point why I have risen, sir, because as I have seen a few of my junior fellow colleagues were very concerned about that.
Yes.
And we as a senior faculty, we always used to give them the boost up that the things are not going to in this way, in certain different way. But somehow we have to means deal with the situation. That's why I have risen the question. If this some valuable comments from all the respective fellow colleagues comes, then it will be easy for us to deal with the situation. That's what.
Yes, sir. What you are saying is
Thank you all of you. Thank you all of you for your valuable suggestion. You are most welcome, ma'am. Thank you, sir and ma'am.
okay. I thank my RIPER management for giving me this opportunity. Padmanabha Reddy sir, principal, and R&D director Ramlingam sir. Thank you, one and all. On sir.
Yeah, dear participants, please hold on for a minute. So you have today's feedback session in the chat box. And regarding tomorrow's assessment, I want to make it clear that tomorrow there are 2 sessions, morning 10 to 11:30 and followed by 12 to 1:30. Please hold on. Someone is saying that link is not working. I'll just check and let you know. Okay, please hold on now. Please check this link. If it's not working, let me know. I've pasted a new link here in the chat box. Please check that. If it's not working, let me know. And regarding assessment criteria.
Sir, it's working.
Yeah, then fine. So, someone is saying that link is working and someone is saying not working. Please check it.
It's working, sir.
Okay, then fine. Thank you.
It's opening.
And tomorrow, after the morning 2 sessions, exactly at 2:30, we'll start the third session where you will be given an assessment link, which consists of few questions from all the 5 sessions.
So will it be objective or subjective?
All the questions are objective, no subjective questions.
Okay, sir.
So then you'll be given half an hour time. So within that half an hour, you're all should be answering the questions. So between 2:30 to 3, all of you are expected to submit the assessment form. Once that is done, we'll go for a valedictory, and your assessment results along with your 5 days attendance will be sent to AICT, which will be then processed for your certificates. So again, we are saying that certificate distribution will not be from our side. It will be directly from AICT, and you can download that from AICT portal itself. Your certificate can be downloaded from the AICT portal where you have registered for the FDP. So what we are going to do is that we will be just assessing based upon your performance and attendance, and both will be shared to AICT.
Sir, is there a minimum passing marks?
So
in the
as per
assessment?
criteria, 60% of assessment marks and 80% attendance will be taken to criteria. I think I have already shared that in the WhatsApp group. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Sir.
so just want to speak that, Monday being the working day, most of us would have a very different setting in the college.
So that's not
Since
normal.
the test timings are very particular, I would request you to increase the time of the test at least for 2-3 hours more, so that we can complete the test and submit on time.
No, that's what I'm saying. It will be taking hardly 15 questions, and it will be hardly 15 minutes for you to complete that. Even
Sir,
though
it is fine. I agree to it, but in between there's an official call, so we have to hold that test. Please try to understand. We all are working. And every AICT gives this kind of provision that at least 4 hours time has been given. You please check it with the authorities. And that is the same way of the examination, because maybe the internet takes the problem, sir. Please try to understand. We are also working faculties.
Right. I completely
Yes,
agree.
sir. Exactly, sir. We all request you the same, sir.
Madam, please. Madam?
Mohandas sir, are you there?
Yes, sir. I answer.
Yeah, please continue, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, for last
we're looking
lecture,
Yeah, madam. We know
feedback was not available. Feedback link was not.
It is there in the chat. Madam, it is there.
No, not it was not available in chat, and it was not get opened.
No, now once again it has been posted, madam. Kindly look into
Yeah,
it.
no, please check. It's working.
Kindly look into it. And regarding the assessment,
Mohandas sir, your voice is too low.
Not for this session, sir. For 2:30 session.
madam, the feedback link has been shared right now. It is
2:30
active,
session only.
functional.
Day 4, session 3. We have only 3 sessions per day.
For session 2, I am asking, sir.
That is, previous session will be shared at that time only, no? Not now.
That time only it was not get opened. It is shared but not get opened.
Ma'am, already I got 94 responses, ma'am. I can't help with that. If I want, I will share in that your personal number in WhatsApp after consulting my seniors.
Okay, sir.
And madam and sir, regarding this assessment, we'll look into it, and at the morning first session, we'll let you know what are all the possibilities can be explored for the benefit of the participant.
Yes, sir. We humbly request you because you also understand our concerns. So just that is the part that if we can increase the time, we all can manage with. We worked very hard for 4 or 5 days. We can't miss that particular certification.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Look
We'll
into
definitely
it.
consider.
And during the first session, we'll explore the possibilities and we'll do favor in terms of the participants.
So will you inform us on mail? May we leave?
Yeah, we shall be highly grateful, sir, if you kindly increase the time, sir.
Sure,
Sure, sir. Sure.
Thank you, sir.
So can you please let us know through the WhatsApp group that what duration will be there for the assessment complete timing?
Yes, ma'am. But tomorrow morning we'll let you know everything.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I would like to ask if this assessment will be discipline specific, like for pharmacy, or
No, sir. No, sir. It will be just
expected
based
to be
upon the
Generalized
sessions
thing.
what was taken.
Generalized.
Simple objective questions.
Yes, but we expect it to be interdisciplinary sort.
So that's what I'm saying. They are not pharmacy. They'll be related only to teaching pedagogy.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you can leave now. The session is completed. You can leave now. And all your queries will be answered through WhatsApp. Thank you all.